Hello friends, my name is Raju. I am working as a lecturer in Government Polytechnic for Women, Warangal. Today in this lecture, we are discussing about construction of carbon and wire wound resistors, wire wound potentiometers, construction of LDR and VDR voltage dependent resistors, specific resistance and conductivity, and some problems. First of all, we are discussing about construction of carbon and wire wound potentiometers. Construction of carbon and wire wound potentiometers. Carbon potentiometers. Carbon potentiometers. What is meant by carbon potentiometers? In carbon potentiometers, we use carbon material. Using carbon material, we change the resistance value. We change the resistance value using rotating arm. Carbon potentiometers use carbon material as resistive element. A resistive element is carbon composition. These are used in low power circuits. These are used in low power circuits but in high power circuit we use wire wound resistors. In low power circuits we use carbon resistors, carbon type resistors. These resistors can be constructed either in film or molded track types. These resistors can be constructed either in film or molded track types. It is provided with 3 terminals. It provided with 3 terminals. 2 of them connected to the ends of carbon track. Here 3 terminals are there. 2 terminals are connected to the carbon composition resistant element. Carbon composition resistant element, and 1 terminal is connected to, or it is also called shaft. It connected to shaft, that is rotating element, and shaft have the wiper contact. Shaft have the sporing wiper contact. When rotate the shaft, the wiper contact also rotates. These 2 are connected to the second terminal of the carbon potentiometers. Here carbon potentiometers have the 3 terminals. First and third terminal is connected to carbon composition resistant element, and second terminal, middle terminal, is connected to shaft and sporing wiper contact. Sporing wiper contact. The other terminal is connected to the variable arm that contacts the resistor element by a metal spring wiper. The other terminal is connected to the variable arm that contacts the resistor element by a metal spring wiper. The shaft of the control is rotated. If the shaft is rotated, the variable arm moves the wiper to make contact at different points on the resistive element. When the shaft of the control is rotated, the variable arm moves the wiper to make contact at different points on the resistive element. These potentiometers are available in linear and logarithmic types. So the potentiometers are available in linear and logarithmic types. Linear means we vary the resistance like 2, 4, 6 like that. So this is the construction of carbon and carbon type potentiometers. So it's have the three terminals. First and third terminal is connected to carbon composition resistance element. Middle terminal is connected to shaft or sporing wiper contact. Next we are discussing about applications of carbon potentiometers. Applications of carbon potentiometers. What are the applications of carbon potentiometers? These potentiometers are used as volume and tone controls in radio and TV receivers. Used as volume and tone controls in radio and TV receivers. These are widely used in electronic equipment as controls because of its low cost and good frequency response. Low cost and good frequency response. These are also used in different measuring instruments as controls. Different measuring instrument as controls. So what are the applications of the carbon potentiometers? Used as volume and tone controls in radio and TV receivers. Widely used in electronic equipment as controls because of its low cost and good frequency response. Used in different measuring instruments as controls. Different instruments as controls. Construction of carbon and wire wound potentiometers. Construction of carbon and wire wound potentiometers. And these are constructed. Next we are discussing about wire wound potentiometers. The wire wound potentiometers are shown in the slide. These are constructed by winding a resistance wire nichrome, winding a resistance wire nichrome over a duck shaped core or bakelite or ceramic. Duck shaped core or bakelite or ceramic. The base material is ceramic, then the wire is winding on the ceramic. There is a rotating shaft at the center of the core. A rotation shaft at the center of core. If the shaft moves, an arm contact and contact point from end to end of the resistive element. Shaft is moving, then contact also moving. If the shaft is moving, contact is rotating, and then resistance of the potentiometer also varies. Potential resistance of the potentiometers varies. The two terminals are connected, the two ends of a resistive element, and the middle terminal to rotating contact. Here the two terminals are connected, the two ends of a resistive element, and the middle terminal to rotating contact. The potentiometer has three terminals. Here two terminals are connected to wire winding, and one terminal is connected to shaft or rotating contact. These are also available in linear and logarithmic types. Here the applications of potentiometers are wire wound potentiometers are used in amplifier balance control, small motor controls, servo control circuits, and TV amplifiers. What are the applications of wire wound potentiometers? Used in amplifier balance control, small motor controls, servo control circuits, TV amplifiers. These are the applications of the wire wound potentiometers. Next, the main difference between the carbon potentiometers, wire wound potentiometers. The differences between the carbon potentiometers, wire wound potentiometers. Carbon potentiometers, resistive element is carbon composition. Wire wound potentiometers, resistive element is wire. In carbon potentiometers, resistive element is carbon composition. Wire wound potentiometers, resistive element is wire. For carbon potentiometers, resistance values are very high. For wire wound potentiometers, resistance value is low. Compared to wire wound potentiometers, carbon potentiometers have high resistance values. Power rating of carbon potentiometers is low compared to wire wound potentiometers. Carbon potentiometers have low power rating. Wire wound potentiometers have high power rating. Obtaining taper is very easy in carbon potentiometers. Obtaining taper is difficult in wire wound potentiometers. Operation. Carbon potentiometer is very smooth operated. Carbon potentiometers are very smoothly operated. Wire wound potentiometers are noisy, very noisy when operated. Wire wound potentiometer is operated, it produces the noise. Stability of the carbon potentiometer is less compared to the wire wound potentiometers. Stability of the carbon potentiometers is less than the wire wound potentiometers. Resolution. Carbon potentiometers have high resolution compared to wire wound potentiometers. Carbon potentiometers have the high resolution compared to the wire wound potentiometers. Next, applications. Carbon potentiometers applications are volume and tone controls in radios, brightness, focus and contrast in TVs, and also used in amplifier circuits Wire wound potentiometers are used in amplifiers, balance controls, small motor controls, servo control circuits, TV receivers. Wire wound potentiometers are used in amplifiers, balance controls, small motor controls, servo control circuits, and TV receivers. Next, we are discussing about construction of LDR. Here LDR means light dependent resistor. LDR means light dependent resistor. A light dependent resistor, alternatively called an LDR. A light dependent resistor, alternatively called an LDR, photoresistor or photoconductor or photocell. These are all in this all the resistance values decrease with increase in incident light of intensity. The resistor Oh's value decreases with increase the light intensity. If light intensity increase, the value of resistance is decrease. Here the simple operation: if the light intensity is increase, the resistance value is decrease. It operates both AC and DC like resistors. So LDR is operated with DC and AC voltage and currents also. Next, we are discussing on construction of LDR. Construction of LDR, light dependent resistor. The construction of photoconductive cell. Here we use cadmium sulfide. The cadmium sulfide act as a photoconductive material, is deposited on the disc shaped ceramic base. Here the base material is ceramic material. On that we place the cadmium sulfide material in zigzag fashion. When the light focus on this cadmium sulfide material, it is very sensitive to light. When the light is focusing on this material, the resistance value of the material is, if the light intensity increases, the resistance value is decreases. If light intensity is decrease, the resistance value is, light intensity value is increase, the resistance value is decrease, opposite in nature. Light intensity value is increase, the resistance decrease. Light intensity value is decrease, the resistance increase. Here the electrodes are taken from photoconductive material. Generally they are in tin or indium. Here conductive materials are tin or indium, and the photoconductive material is carbon sulfide. This construction gives minimum length and maximum area. Minimum length and maximum area, so that its resistance value can be controlled. This construction gives minimum length and maximum area, so that resistance value can be controlled. The whole assembly is hermetically sealed in plastic encapsulation, because to protect the circuit, to protect the material, cadmium sulfide and electrodes, these are all sealed in plastic material. It has a plastic window on the top of it to permit light entry into the structure. So total, if there is a total enclosed with this plastic, there is no light falling. There is no light falling. That's why there is a window permitted. Thus, the window is there is a one window. The window allows the light. Here, the size of the LDRs, commercial level LDRs have typical diameters and heights ranging from few millimeters to centimeters. These are very small in size. Typical resistance values range from a few kilo ohms to few mega ohms. The resistance values ranges from a few kilo ohms to few mega ohms. Here, the resistance depends on physical characteristics of photoconductive layer and the dimension of the cell. Here, the resistance depends on physical characteristics of the photoconductive layer and the dimension of the cell. Next, we are discussing about specifications of LDR, specifications of light dependent resistor. Here, resistance value is 1 kilo ohms to 10 kilo ohms. The light dependent resistor resistance is 1 kilo ohm to 10 kilo ohms. Sensitivity about 3 milliseconds. Here, sensitivity is defined as the time taken for output to change when input changes. When input changes, the output changes immediately, then it is more accurate. If the input changes, the output changes slowly, then the sensitivity is very less. Voltage ratings. The LDRs operated at 3 volts, 5 volts and 12 volts. The LDRs operated at 3 volts, 5 volts and 12 volts. Power rating of the LDRs is 90 watts and 100 watts. The power rating of LDRs is 90 watts and 100 watts. Applications of LDR. Applications of LDRs. LDRs are used in many applications in relay control circuits, in relay like switches and smoke detectors. Smoke detector like any firing occur, then we detect the smoke and there is a alarm rings. In that application we use the light dependent resistor, water level indicators, counting applications, optical weighing machines. So these are the applications of LDR. Again we repeated: in relay control circuits, smoke detectors, water level indicators, counting applications, optical weighing machines. Optical weighing machines. Next, VDR, voltage dependent resistors. Voltage dependent resistors. So these are also called varistors or voltage dependent resistors. In the current through a standard resistor is directly proportional to the voltage across the resistor. The current through standard resistor is directly proportional to the voltage across the resistor. If the voltage increases, current increases. If voltage decreases, current decreases. The varistor is a non-linear resistor because it does not obey Ohm's law. The resistance of varistor decreases at a non-linear rate with increase in voltage across it and increase in non-linearity with a decrease in voltage across it. If the voltage increases, the resistance also increases in non-linear fashion. If voltage decreases and resistance also decreases in non-linear fashion. The current through a varistor, however, varies according to the power n of the voltage. So here I proportional to V power n. I proportional to V power n. Here n value is in between 2 to 25. N value is in between 2 to 25. In a specific VDR, the current through it might increase 5 times for a doubling of the applied voltage. 5 times for a doubling of the applied voltage. Here in the slide, the symbol of VDR or varistor. These are made from silicon carbide or metallic oxides. These are made from silicon carbide or metallic oxides, and their construction more closely resembles that of the resistor. Next we are discussing applications of VDR. Applications of VDR, voltage dependent resistor. Applications of VDR, voltage dependent resistor. Varistors are primarily used to protect electronic circuits from transient voltage surges. So here varistors are primarily used to protect electronic circuits from transient voltage surges. They are particularly important when it is necessary to protect a computer from power surges that cause memory errors or even loss of memory contents. So the mainly VDR used in protecting electronic circuits from transient voltage surges. They are particularly important when it is necessary to protect a computer from power surges that cause memory errors or even loss of memory contents. Next we are discussing about specific resistance and conductivity. So here, what is the formula for resistance? R equal to rho L by A. For any conductor, the resistance value R equal to rho L by A. Here rho is called resistivity, L is length of the conductor, A is area of the circumference area of the conductor. If L equal to 1 meter and A equal to 1 meter square, then R equal to rho. If you substitute L equal to 1, A equal to 1, then R equal to A. The resistance of a material having unit length and unit cross sectional area is known as its specific resistance or resistivity. When the material having unit length and unit cross sectional area, then its resistance is called specific resistance or resistivity. The units of resistivity is ohm meter. Next we are discussing about conductivity. So here resistivity is R equal to rho equal to RA by L. Here rho equal to ohm meter or ohm meter. Conductivity or specific conductance. The reciprocal of resistivity of any material is known as conductivity. The reciprocal of resistivity of any material is known as conductivity. It is denoted as sigma. The units are mho meter. Mho for meter. So what is the specific resistance? The resistance offered between two opposite faces of either wire or cube having unit length and unit cross sectional area is known as specific resistance. Again we repeated, the resistance offered between two opposite faces of either wire or cube having unit length and unit cross sectional area is known as specific resistance. Here units are ohm meter. The resistance offered by a material depends upon the following factors. The resistance is directly proportional to the length. It is inversely proportional to its area of cross section. It depends upon the nature of material and is also changes with the temperature. Here resistance from R equal to rho L by A. Here rho is resistivity, L is length of the conductor, A is area of the conductor. Thank you very much.